I'm Tori and welcome to Planted in Faith. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own sprays for your plants that will help protect against infestation of spider mites and any other kind of bugs, and also just general cleaning. So today for this video you're going to need 2 different spray bottles. So I have some 20-ounce spray bottles here. They do hold a little bit more. You can see the 20-ounce mark right here, and I'm probably going to take it all the way up to the top. So that's kind of up to you. That's up to your discretion. You'll also need Dawn dish soap or just any kind of dish soap that you have around. And then today I'll also be using some essential oils. I have peppermint that I'll be using for one. I will also be using eucalyptus and lemon for the other. So the very first one we're going to make today is an alcohol spray. This would be something that you would use to treat a spider mite infestation. You can also spray it on your soil to help prevent gnats and other bugs from kind of building up in your soil and causing problems for your plants. So I've got my bottle here, and there's still, you can see, just a little bit of extra left over from the last time I made some. We're not going to worry about that today. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fill it about halfway with alcohol. So got my alcohol here. I have 70%, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour in about 10 ounces here, maybe a little bit more, because like I said, I'm gonna fill all the way to the top. There, it's sitting at maybe about 12 for now. So now I've got my alcohol in there, and I'm going to go ahead and add some water for the rest of it. Go ahead and fill it almost all the way up to the top. Alright, so now I have my alcohol and my water mixture going on here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my essential oils, and for this alcohol one I've chosen to use peppermint essential oil, and I'm going to add about 20 drops here. This will make it pretty powerful. If you don't like it that strong, or if the peppermint oil is too much, then you can add less. 20 is just my preferred amount that I feel like works. So there we go, and now we have our 20 drops mixed in with our alcohol and water solution. Gonna go ahead and put the lid back on here. Then just go ahead, once you make sure the lid is securely on, go ahead and give it a shake. Just mix all that up. And now you have a good mixture that will help keep away fungal infections from your plants and also help treat it for bugs. I typically use this when I'm trying to treat for spider mites, especially if I'm actively seeing eggs. I look at this as the more extreme spray that we're going to make today. The next spray that we make is actually going to be a little bit more gentle on your plant, and one that you can use for everyday cleaning, getting off dust, that kind of thing. So again, we're going to take another spray bottle, and again, there's still a little left over from last time, and I'm not going to worry about that. This time we're going to go ahead and start with the water. Again, fill it about halfway, and then at this point I'm going to add a little bit of my Dawn dish soap. I like to keep it in this little container just because it makes it easy for using around the house. Give it a good squirt. I like the soapier the better, I say. And then I'm going to go ahead and top the rest of it off with water. Fill it up all the way. So now we can kind of mix that soap in there really well, pretty much to the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my essential oils. So the ones that I chose for this one are actually eucalyptus and lemon. This is one of my preferred mixtures. It smells so good when you spray it on plants. My plant room always smells so delicious when we come in here. And I'm going to go ahead and add about 20 drops of each one of these. So there's our 20 drops of lemon. Now we're going to go ahead and add 20 drops of eucalyptus. You don't have to use these essential oils or these scents. You can use whatever you like. Eucalyptus and lemon are just one of my favorites. And there we have 20 drops of eucalyptus in there. And now we're going to go ahead and put the lid back on. And again, we're going to give it a good shake to mix it all up. especially because that soap kind of sits in the bottom. You could alternatively use needle oil. Needle oil does have a bit of a peanut smell to it, so I don't necessarily like to use it for this kind of thing. I found that Dawn dish soap works for me and my plants, so just kind of use whatever you think you're comfortable with. By the time you're done, it should have this nice bluish consistency all over. And there you have it. You have your 2 sprays. This one I use for general everyday use, for getting off dust, just for in general wiping off plants. A lot of times whenever I water my plants, I'll always spray them down pretty good. It helps prevent pests from building up. This one is my more what I consider extreme. So if you're actively treating an infestation, use your alcohol mixture. This is just your everyday use. Also keep in mind that whenever you're treating an active spider mite infestation, you want to make sure that you're treating weekly until you don't see any more spider mites. And I also like to, just whenever I water, I just go ahead and spray my plants down. Even if they're not actively dealing with spider mites, I typically will use the soap just to keep everything nice and clean, because once they start building up and once you have an infestation, it's usually infected more plants than you already know. So you really don't want it to get bad. So I just use this one as my everyday preventative. This one is your more extreme, actively dealing with something. So yeah, I hope that's helpful to you.